Okay, I'm ready for the second layer for this receding hill study. I am going to, I've dried both of these, and since I started with one for this comparison, so I'm actually going to go the other way around because I have peacock blue more handy right here, and they're both dry. So I'm going to do peacock blue over here on the left side of a little bit more concentrated, hopefully not too much. And I'm just going to paint from the top hill down. And I am going to start over here, even though technically I suppose that's not the top hill. Plenty of water and paint, kind of tipping it to help things mix with gravity and have this pooling watery color at the bottom of my shape as I progress down. This is painting in layers, often called glazing. But in my watercolor terms get used different ways by different folks, but in my mind the glazing definitely means coming in with not necessarily a watery wash on top of another one, but usually it's somewhat watery. Can build up to really intense, but the point is that it's on top of a dried layer, a layer that's already been dried. Excuse me. So let me see. Now over to the Grumbacher Phthalo Blue. They're looking pretty, I will say they're looking pretty similar at this point. I have well, let me just paint. As I was talking about in the previous one, I've used a lot of different phthalo blue green shades. Sometimes the word green shade is used. Sometimes it's still just called phthalo blue, but it's the same pigment as the one that's used for the version that's leaning towards green, which is definitely my favorite. I've used the Daniel Smith one, goes on gorgeous, but dries extremely a lot lighter and with a lot less pure color, so I find it very aggravating. I've used M grams, which is a beautiful color. The only downside for that one is that I have an extremely hard time washing it out of my brush, so it more so than any of the others I've tried. So it keeps sort of creeping into mixes when you don't want it to, which is no fun. Let's see, I've used My Mary Blue, I've used Winsor Newton, I'm sure there's others, but I feel like this Grumbacher and The peacock blue is a little bit different, but I've honed in on that one quite a bit, but kind of considering switching over to this Grumbacher phthalo blue. So that's the second layer. And yeah, there's a little bit of, once again, value difference. I think the regular phthalo blue is just going to have a bit of a wider range of value options from the paint, although the peacock blue gets quite dark as well. So once again, I'll dry and be back.